support in the end of the time. And yeah, that's just Secret taking a read on the draft, which is like, okay, you've drafted such a long to come online lineup that is so locked into farming. We can just, get out of the game.
Just Luna.
Okay, so in regards to, Secret has a really nice tempo-based lineup, and of course, like game one, they're the ones on the timer, but they clearly executed well. I think for Tundra, what we need to look for from them is Jakiro needs to really unlock the lane. He is a good counter to both Tusk and Necro. His Jaw Breath pretty much mitigates both of their presence, and it's going to be kind of what type of greed can come out in the offlane from the Enigma, ensuring 33 gets a good game. If 33 starts rotating well, pressuring whilst Luna's catching up in farm. Yeah, it's Tundra's numbers game is so critical, and just ensure that they can rebuttal a couple early fights, unlike they did in game one. Maybe they can get to a strong timing, but yeah, it's going to be rough because Secret just has a really nice snowballing-esque draft.
Worse draft than the first game for Tundra.
The
way you guys are talking about it.
Yeah, on paper,
they don't.
Tundra's first draft had a nicer looking timing.
Yeah.
This draft is a lot weaker because of the lack of damage, and they rely on just Black Hole. And I think when you have a draft which is Black Hole centric, it often doesn't go as well as you think it is. You're not always hitting the 4 or 5 man. So yeah.
Surely there won't be a bottle pool.
I think they have a much easier time, though. I would disagree. Just that if they can, in an even game at 15 minutes, Tundra's in a great spot. The Brewmaster Enigma combo is just more team fights than all of Secret put together. Luna needs a BKB before Secret can safely take team fights. In fact, they can't fight into these 2 team fight monsters. So I think if Tundra can just survive the laning phase, Nisha doesn't just run away with it, they'll actually be in an okay position.
All right, well, let's find out how these lanes are going to play itself out. We're heading over to our commentary duo of Moxie and Purge.
Here is you can't let Nisha get out of control.
Yeah, Nisha could have a really good game for sure. It makes me think of what we saw Limp do the other day on his mid-tiny. Most games he plays mid-tiny, he has a great time. But yeah, if he gets a good Blink Dagger timing and goes around pressuring the map, it's going to slow down Tundra a lot and make things a little scary for sure. So got to be careful. And the hard part is, well, is that Tiny just has a lot of HP and a lot of armor once he gets 1 point in his ultimate. So even ganking him feels really difficult. So the game's going to be a lot of like just trying to stabilize until they can get their really strong teamfight ultimates available on Tundra.
I think that thing that's a little bit concerning for me as well, we talked about Nisha not having that great start to the game. You don't really have the kind of heroes that are going to be able to make these rotations to really punish him if he starts to, get out of control or just, slow him down at all. I think that's a big problem. Fata is going to walk right past the grouping of Secret here, as is 9, as they're just going to comb through the area, try to get some information, and just go on for a full invasion. You have some nice deep wards put down too, if you take a look on both sides of the map here.
Yeah, both of these are going to help spot couriers and things like that, so it'll be useful.
The battle begins.
Bounty Rune fights. Be surprised if Snake can get one, but he does. Okay. Too bad. 2 and 2 for both teams.
He's taking a lot of damage though here from Yapster. That tag team, of course, just so good.
In his itemization, he didn't buy any regen at the start, so just a lot of free damage here. And Yapster will pick up that experience as well when he denies one of the creeps. He'll just go back to Fountain to heal right now because of this. I'm curious to see how he plays the Enigma for. Enigma has lost some viability as a support because of the change to demonic conversion, and then Enigma fell off a little bit, but we'll see what he does here.
That's the nice thing about, the start of new patches, right? Is you get to see what's working, what's not, and what, people want to really experiment with. I'm interested, though, with this Luna pickup. I don't think we've seen too many Lunas in this region be super successful.
Yeah, they haven't been super common just yet. I like what Secret's doing with the lane setup too. Luna plus Io as the dual off lane to basically lane up against the Lifestealer. Lifestealer has an attack range disadvantage there, and even like trying to harass with the Lifestealer wouldn't feel good anyway. So now they're going to lane swap. 3-3 now comes top, and we'll see if they do TP rotations. But for now, it just looks like Secret's going to try lane this.
And they do manage to spot out Yapster over there on the corner because the tree is, of course, cut down. So Fata already moving a little bit further back is protecting that courier. And looks like he'll TP bottom to help secure farm here for Skeeter.
definitely needed. If you don't have some kill potential against the Necrophos, he's almost always just going to out-regen you. Because every time that a creep can be last that you come up, you do a Death Pulse, you get about 30 mana and HP back from every creep blast that you get, so it just becomes a disadvantageous trade. But with Jakiro now here with Lifestealer, now they can actually slap Necro repeatedly and force him out of lane with some trades. So it's actually going to be a lot better here.
Are you fine with this though, because of the fact that your Luna's getting very nice farm in that top lane for the most part, and yes, you're forcing Zai back, but I think he doesn't mind just, you know, kind of getting those levels.
I mean, so far seems okay. Through 3 dodges the tri-lane attempt on his life, and he's going to run for the hills now, skilling up Drunken Brawler to run away if he needs to. Forcing to chase everywhere. Some weird stuff happening. And Snake King's just jungling in the meantime, so if he feels confident about this jungling situation with Enigma, and they feel like they're getting value out of it, then go for it. Let's see it work.
Bottom lane, they're trying to make plays here on Fata, and he is going to be the first blood. Zai here needs to be careful as well. He's going to turn back around. He can heal right back up again. This is getting very, very close. Zai trying to kite as much as he can. They're trying to put out more damage. Zai, is he going to have that final death pulse? Yes, he does. He gets a double kill in this bottom lane.
It's really unfortunate that Zai gets the kill, because then he gets that extra multiplier for regen. So it's like 6 times better for heroes. So he got like almost 200 HP from heal and mana from getting that first kill. Great rotation by YapzOr.
And definitely pays off that Zai was so patient during all this, as he does turn around here. We'll continue to put a little bit of damage over onto Fatia, but look at this. They just sit so close here. Skeeter's hoping, he's trying really hard, but this Death Pulse and the fact that Zai is able to just move himself away and kite the entire time.
He knew his limits.
Waiting for that Death Pulse.
Hits him again, another Death Pulse, and it's healing YapzOr the whole time too, so just great dual lane there. And this is what kind of breaks Necrophos. I mean, he got a pretty small buff to the Heartstopper heal stuff, but like if the numbers are good, then it just feels like one of those lane winner heroes that pros can abuse so well.
Be interested to see if they're going to try to make some pinstring movement again over here on Fata, with the Tusk making his way back right after he's picked up the bounty rune. But nope, he's just going to kind of hang out over here on the side, maybe rotate over towards that mid lane as well. 4 minutes coming up.
And Zai's able to pick up the Ring of Health now, which is going to give him even more regen and basically guarantee that even if Skeeter does walk up and slap him, they should be able to offset this.
The toss-up, man. The amount of damage as YapzOr comes running in here. Not going to be able to quite get their hands over on 9, but will be able to do some damage here to Snake King. Not quite enough, though, to get the kill as Zai in the bottom lane, now that they know that there's no Tusk to protect him, did try to make some plays here onto this Necrophos.
Ooh, he gets it. Oh, big kill for 9 here on the, well, maybe not gonna get it. Okay, looked really close. He basically did a Waning Rift in short range and then Orb to hit Snake King, or sorry, Nisha, to save his damage, and he got the Water Rune. It looked like he would get a kill, but he was able to squeak out. But either way, nice play by 9 there. Try maybe a couple bottom though, dual breath, some slaps, and he doesn't have Ghost Shroud. This is looking dangerous. Yeah, get him.
Yep, just identifying that, you know, again, YapzOr was a little bit off to the side there, so they had the opportunity to get a nice pick off. And it definitely feels so anticlimactic now at the 5-minute mark. We've just been so trained to, you know, oh my god, runes, we gotta go. It's nighttime now. It's just, oh, it's nighttime. Okay. And
the 10-minute mark, same thing. Yeah. It's like not as big of a...
It just doesn't feel right.
Once we learn our multiplication tables, then the stress is going to come back, and it's me more often.
Yeah, great. Just what every Dota player needs is more stress. Wonderful. Very much looking forward to that. Dream Coil is going to get used over here in the mid lane as we go. They'll drop the Midnight Pulse, but again, Tiny, he's fairly tanky here. Waning Rift plus that Illusory Orb. Not going to be quite enough, though, to take down Nisha, who's just going to bottle up right again and survive. Ice Path, though, down in the bottom lane. Zai, Snowball coming out. They'll stun up Skeeter, and they'll buy a little bit more space, a little bit more time. He is going to tick down a little bit to the damage coming out from Fata, but shouldn't be enough to get this kill.
Yeah, 9 apologizing there. I think his silence came a little bit late, and the Avalanche basically prevented Snake King from casting Demonic Conversion and the Malefice follow-up. If he gets Malefice off, I think they get Nisha for the kill there, but because it came a little bit late, it was rough there. Some harassing with help from Fata once again. Luna completely free farm, so the same game state as last game and this game. Matoma just getting tons and tons of farm, and he's skilling, likely to max out Moonglaze and potentially Lunar Blessing as well. So he should have really, really good farm rate while being able to transition into strong team.
He's just been having such really nice laning phases this entire series, honestly. They just haven't put a lot of pressure on him. They've made the space. Just Matu having great time.
So it's probably just a draft priority, something they think about in the draft, where they're going to get their setups, how much they're going to commit to a tri lane potentially, and because if Matoma Man has these good laning stages, he makes very, 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 very few mistakes in the late game, and that's one of the best values you can have in a hard carry. In that good early game, you're gonna have a great time.
33 doing the best that he can over here. He's had a lot of harass being tossed upon him, of course, when you've got the Io and the Luna both ranged in that lane. But, you know, he's managing to just stick in there and be able to get the experience. A little bit of a skirmish down here on this camp, trying to contest over Zion Apsor.
Life's hard as a neutral creep. Everyone wants to kill you, basically.
I mean, to be fair, in the game, everyone wants to kill you as well.
On the enemy team, at least you have some friends. Neutral creeps, if they have friends, they just have to move out of their house and then get some squatters, and they have friends.
I don't know, man. You play pubs, you can easily have people on your own team become your enemies who want to kill you too. It just depends on a couple factors. But some nice stacks over here. Matu's going to be able to accelerate even faster thanks to the stacking of Puppey.
An interesting skill build too. He's not maxing out Glaives first. He got 3 points in Lunar Blessing just to give himself better night vision. And I mean, if they do go for kills, it'll be way better. That's 10 extra damage on the IO. Tiny gets ulted in the bot river. See if they get a kill this time.
It's going to take 3 of them to take him down, but they should eventually be able to find this. Nisha will fall to the hands of 9.
Cool. They basically made the Puck and the Enigma feel really good here, because with Dream Coil, you're not going to want to break that coil, so they just dropped down Midnight Pulse, and all of a sudden you're getting like, you know, 30 to 40% of their max HP as magical damage. Works out well.
Zai with the scythe here, trying to make enough damage over on Snake. You're not going to quite find his Yapster, but he's in. It is pretty difficult, though, to get your hands on this Puck to hold him in place. So have those teleports come in, but top lane, Puppey and Matu are forcing the tower a bit, and they get the fortification out. You spot out 33 over here on the side. They'll toss out a little warning glaive.
He's going to be fine, though. I mean, his net worth is not going to be amazing, but he's got levels, which is by far the most important thing you can have on Brewmaster, and he's picked up Urn now, so now you can actually trigger Cinder Brew from distance as the team fights develop. So far, things are looking pretty good. Raindrop on Snaking, absolutely saving his life there against Reaper Scythe combos. So Zai getting a little desperate for kills, but he's still doing all right. But now it's pretty even right now, so things are going good for Tundra.
This is a really nice stack here, though, from Matu that he's taking right now. He even picks up the Possessed Mask, so things are really turning up Luna this game. Middle lane, Dream Coil will get used. They are leashed up. They get off the avalanche, though, and Yapster, of course, is here. They do spot out 9 going behind the tower, but again, they just don't have that lockdown right now. As the smoke does break, 33 gets spotted over in the river.
Yeah, a little unfortunate. They were almost for sure going to want to do Primal Split with the coil instead, but 9 forced to use it defensively. He's going to have to go the long way back to his lane. I mean, it buys time for Skeeter, I guess, but the net worths are looking scary. Matoma Man's got 1,300 more gold than Lifestealer does right now at the 10-minute mark. So a lot of net worth on Luna. If they can pick him off in fights, things will be fine for Tundra. And Enigma usually does that pretty well with Black Hole, so it'd be a huge kill to guarantee if they can do it.
I mean, that's just the nature of a Luna, though, especially against the Lifestealer, right? It's just the situation that's going to occur, especially when you have someone making stacks for you. But
Dire's top tower
definitely can make some plays here over on the side of Tundra, as there's a lot of focus here on this mid tower. They want to chip it down. They want to secure that. And smoke comes out, though, from the side of Tundra, hoping that maybe they can find something. They do have the Black Hole available if they would like to use it. They've got Split and, of course, the macro part. But who are they going to find is the real question, because nobody is hanging out in this bottom area.
They ignored both Nisha and Tuss. They definitely spotted them at least a little bit here. Fada's trying to spot rotations as Sentry is likely going to... It's a reward nicely done.
Yapster, though, realizing that something feels a little bit off immediately, will try to snowball over to this creep camp. They're on the shards as well, but it looks like Yapster going to be the one who gets ganked here.
Dire's
Yeah, so they were basically moving bottom because they expected Secret to react to the tower pressure, and they ended up getting the jungle kill instead. There's going to be a recall, or sorry, relocate here.
No, they just want to force that.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Didn't work. I mean, it's okay. They got a creep wave, but I think he was hoping to maybe get the deny as well. Didn't get the deny. They killed the creep wave. Not awful for Luna. They'll accelerate a little bit, but now that I mid.
Yep, the mid lane. They use the Druid Pro. They use the split, and the Macropire gets dropped on as well. So down will go Zai. Matu is here. Courier will get sniped as well. It looks like, I'm not sure if Yepster wants to stick around here. Yeah, he's going to get hit with that rock and try to snowball his way back over to the Eidolons. The Ice Path comes through. They've got the double damage over on 9, but eventually Yepster will fall again.
In my presence.
They're doing a really good job with these rotations here. They have used quite a few ultimates, but they haven't used Black Hole yet. That's the important one. And with Snake King picking up level 7 and having this many items, Solar Crest, I guess just Solar Crest, they're in a great position right now to keep map pressure and make sure that their opponents don't just get a free roach here. So they're balancing the cooldowns really well.
I mean, Solar Crest is just so good right now. Like, it's cheap. It does so much for your team.
Yep. It's mostly a carry item, basically, right? You're going to want to put it on Lifestealer. It's going to give him 65, effectively free attack speed, a little bit of movement speed. It's just going to make him more effective in these crucial moments where he gets the kills.
But while all this is going down, you still have Puppy and Matu, the dynamic duo here, farming up, getting Luna what she needs. And did I see... Is she going for a butterfly next?
Yep, Manta first, keeping up Butterfly. Butterfly will be really good against the Lifestealer. Very right-click based. Brewmaster split is right-click based. There's Eidolons. Puck is going to want to right-click effectively. So it'll definitely make her very survivable and difficult to kill in fights. Magic Immunity is, kind of nice, but they actually don't have that much stuff. Like, if you buy BKB versus Enigma, it doesn't always feel like it anyways, because they usually just kill you in Black Hole no matter what. But maybe just better to go these items first to be survivable, and we'll have Necrophos as well to back up the Luna once Zai finishes his mech that he's queuing up. So they've got ways to try to keep Matumba Man alive. But if Tundra can be effective and kill Luna, the fight basically feels over, because Nisha hasn't been able to play an amazing game. He's died one time. They put so much pressure on him with all these Dream Coils that they've done what the panel asked for. Don't let Nisha get out of control. With that said, he's got Blink and 100 gold, so maybe he'll get some cleanup. But for now, it's looking great for Tundra.
Yeah, they definitely have that little bit of breathing room that they're looking for. Definitely be a lot harder if Nisha had that Blink Dagger a little bit earlier. So now they do have to be careful, especially Fata, because if he's a little bit out of position, he can easily get bursted down.
Well, there's the difference, though, is that he's a very high strength hero. Jakiro has a lot of HP gain, and he's got raindrops as well. You need both of these things to make sure that you are less vulnerable to getting picked off, giving Nisha a chance back into this game. So he's got to carry magic resistance, he's got to carry raindrops, and it's going to be the same thing for Snake King as well. They're both slightly vulnerable. Now,
how do you feel about the fact that they've held this Black Hole? Because I've had different schools of thought. Some say, it's up, you've already got it running, go find yourself a kill with it, even if you only grab one person and, make it value. Is that still... something that should be considered here, or hold that thought? Nisha with the Blink Dagger, the Snowball, Yaxor. He'll find himself a kill on Fata, but they should be able to turn this back around again as Yaxor is just sort of clicking off in the side as he goes down.
So if they use Black Hole to get a big kill like Luna, it's worth it, I think. But the downside is that then they're going to, everybody in Secret's going to run into the Roche mid and they're going to take Roshan. And that is obviously a very bad thing. So by holding Black Hole and making sure that Snake King doesn't make a mistake, get picked off, then Black Hole's always available, and their opponents can't turn an Aegis into another objective or an aggressive team fight that restricts map control for Tundra. So as long as they're still getting kills and they're using lower cooldown ultimates like Puck ulti plus other follow-ups, this is completely fine for Tundra, because they will have solutions against Luna even if she's really farmed because of Midnight Pulse and Black Hole.
Dire are scanning.
Skeeter having a little bit of breathing room in the bottom lane here. Of course, again, Luna sitting at the top of the net worth, but when you've got all those glaives, that's bound to happen. Do have the Maelstrom, though, of course, picked up for the Lifestealer, so he's got his own farming item as well.
Yep, this is a decent way to farm. Some people do go like an armlet type build, but Maelstrom will farm a little bit faster for AoE, and considering that he's fought almost never this whole game, this is the right way to play it. He'll go Sange next. Looks like he's going to go Halberd. Great choice against range carries like Luna. It's a little bit less farm than you would normally expect out of a lifestealer, so we'll see if he changes his mind later on that. But if Luna commits to not having BKB, this is going to be an excellent solution against her overwhelming damage in fights.
Otherwise, fairly quiet game, still sitting about less than 1K ahead here on the side of Secret.
And Brewmaster going towards Axe, he's about 1,500 gold away. It's perfect itemization to have for 3-3, actually. It just makes his Brewmaster, even if he's underfarmed, just feel so much more valuable because he will have 2 potential ultimates in a fight. Or he can use 1 ultimate, have a decent fight, and then save the second one for a potential Roche defense, for example.
Does seem pretty value here. Have to be careful. Alright, so spot out immediately over here onto Nisha. They drop the Midnight Pulse though. Snake King waiting patiently, sitting off to the side. There's going to be the heal, and they're going to immediately tell about Horn, but that is going to make a problem here for Matu because he doesn't have anyone to protect. He'll turn back around. He does have the Eclipse Snowball duel come out from the after. Buy them just a little bit more time, but the Infest Bomb pops out again. They haven't even needed to use this Black Hole. As now Yapster. Okay, the follow-up here from Nisha. The Avalanche. Is it enough damage though? No, 9 is still absolutely fine here, as it looks like they might be able to take down Yapster over on the back lines. They've got their eyes on Nisha. They even go for the Black Ball, and they grab off on the side the Necrophos as well. Tundra looking really good here with an excellent team fight. And a great use of that first Black Hole.
It was so good. I want to watch that clip again, because I think what happened was Nisha jumps in with Blink trying to catch Skeeter, but Skeeter uses Enrage in time, and as a result, yeah, blinks in, gets Enrage off, instantly, instant Malphus. They saw him coming is why they knew this was happening. Midnight Pulse as well, so basically Nisha just gets completely caught. They're forced to use Relocate, and Puck then catches Luna on the back line with the Dream Coil, which forces Secret to commit. Snowball is going to buy some time there, but doesn't really do that much, and they are able to focus and kill him. And at that point, the fight looked great, and from here on out, it's just cleanup. Nisha goes back in, but Puck ends up dodging and staying alive, basically, so then they just get clean up. And then the Great Black Hole from Snake King as well to guarantee the Necro kill and the Tusk kill that was likely anyways. Oh, what a beautiful fight.
That Ice Path is just a little bit off there, otherwise they would have been able to clean up Puppy. Is that a situation where they shouldn't have saved Yapster?
Should have saved Yapster. Oh, you mean Nisha?
No. Hold on 1 second here, as they do find Matu.
Cool. Now they got Blink Dagger on Snake King to do Infest Bombs, and Puck naturally be great and mobile and able to get these kills. So at this point, I gotta say that which he MVP.
Yeah, well, I think he does as well. 9 finally won't get slain by the side of Secret, but takes quite a few heroes to do it.
Absolutely good trade, though. I mean, that was their big net worth hero. They killed the Luna ahead of time, so everything is looking fine for them. They're just going to hold the high ground here.
Puppy was trying to zip away here to Yapstor, but not going to be able to do it as Zai comes back in, pops that mech, but
Booses his mobility from the tether, and they guarantee the kill. Flawless itemization, very smart. Fluffy Hat into Vitality Booster. He's just rushing Aeon Disc. He knows what's going to happen here. If he just stays alive from getting bursted by either like Lux combo in the Reaper side or Tiny combo in the Reaper side, then he's just going to be able to continue casting Ice Paths and Dual Reps, and those skills are really useful this game.
Yeah, he's been really on point with a lot of these Ice Paths too. Very nice setup here. And again, this is a hero that Falta plays quite a bit of. And that's the Ags completed now for the Brewmaster.
Right. I could maybe see 3-3 by the Shard this game. I tried the Primal Stone with that Void Ruling. It was garbage when it first came out, but it's a little better now. And you can actually use it twice in a split instead of before it was like basically just once. What am I doing trouble here?
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he gets separated from the rest of the team. They even go and they use the sides just for good measure, so they'll end up losing Fata, but that is, of course, the Reaper Scythe down.
But importantly, 25 seconds added respawn time basically doubles his respawn. This gives them a much bigger window to pressure Roche now. Fata is still important. If you sit behind your teammates when they get aggressive, you're landing 2 or 3 Ice Paths per team fight. It completely changes the outcome. And now they just get to take Roche. So big red here. Who's going to try to slow it down though?
Be careful, Yapster sitting a little bit low. That Dream Coil coming in, plus the Infest Bomb popping right back out again. It's a beautiful eclipse coming out from Luna, but it just doesn't seem to matter too badly as they do buy back now over onto the Tusk. They have to protect Matu. Disarmed, be thrown up into the air. Puppy doing the best that he can, trying to keep this Luna alive.
It's a relocate, but he broke it with the stone toss.
Now the chase is on. They're waiting. They see Zai. He's taking down some of this magic damage. They drop the Macropyre plus the Ice Path, like we've seen before. Matu waiting up for here on the high ground. They're going to try to keep him alive, but not quite enough healing to keep Zai going here. As he does buy back, Yapser now he is stuck between a lot of heroes. Another nice Ice Path will slow him down and hold him into place.
Moto's owning this fight here.
He's looking great.
Chases so far. Fighting really well, but basically they got in there, they spread Secret out. Great interruption for the relocate there. With relocate being wasted like that, they basically just didn't have a good reset when Zai was out of position there. Ekavos is a very slow hero, guys. It takes them a long time to get back to safety, and now Tundra is the one that looks like they're going to Aegis, but we'll see.
They want to go in, but they don't have the Eclipse anymore. Okay, Nisha opening up with the Avatar. They'll find the kill on Fonta immediately, but it doesn't matter because Skeeter's only get the Aegis. Look at that black hole on the side of Sneakers. They're just holding them all into place with damage plus the Midnight Pulse. There's Luna trying, but she cannot stay alive though, despite Puppy holding on, and Zai's left over on the back lines. Avalanche does slow them down, but they've hitched a ride here over here on 9. He would love to get a kill. Might have to just settle for Puppy over here. He waits patiently. The silence not quite connecting, but you know what? Puppy at the last second, is he going to make it out alive? Nisha trying to punish them for going a little bit too far. 9 will fall, but over on the back lines here is Zai. He's going to get taken out by 33.
Pretty big mistake there by 9, actually. He missed his Waning Rift silence.
Just a little bit off. But Nisha chasing after 33 here. Does have Puppy. He does have the Blink Dagger, but it's going to get interrupted.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Still looking good for him. I mean, they still have Aegis sitting on Lifestealer. Lifestealer is getting close to his Scotty now, which is going to give him huge advantage against Luna. Luna's a ranged hero, so Scotty works better against ranged heroes, and it reduces regen, lifesteal, spell lifesteal. So the natural lifesteal that Luna's going to want to build, the heals that come from Io are going to be reduced. It's going to be really nasty when he finishes it. Here's the initiation. Fada gets nothing off. Dreamco lands on 3, which is great, but
that
man,
black
King
hole
jumps in.
It was set up beautifully by 9 there, I have to say.
It was. And the best interruption to Snake King's black hole is basically Tiny or Lucent Beam, and both of those guys got grouped up. Tiny went in right away, Luna was right there, so it just gave him open season to jump in and grab that great black hole. But here's 9's mistake.
Yeah, it looked...
Trying to play for both. Silence was too far, and as a result, Puppy jumps across. He chases because he really wants this kill, and then he just gets punished.
All right, well, smoke over on the side of Tundra now. So coming through the Radiant jungle, placing down some wards. Took a great fight there. They'd like to get another pick off if possible. And Matu doing the best he can. He's got that butterfly completed up. The rest of the side of Secret playing around him here in this top area.
Still doesn't want to BKB. He wants to go Satanic first.
Do you like this?
Okay.
I mean, I understand, like, you know, the black hole, again, it's not going to matter if you've got a BKB, but I feel like, you know, the Midnight Pulse does a lot, plus the puck damage coming out too.
Well, I mean, against Satanic does have a Dispel now, so it will give him some soft solutions against things like Malefice or Dual Breath. Like, there are certain, or Silence. There's certainly things that it's going to be really effective against, but it's a little scary, especially knowing that Skeeter is literally about to finish Scotty. That's going to undercut a lot of what the item provides in terms of raw survivability, so we'll see how it matches up with Skeeter's item timing, but very good of Skeeter to, like, fully itemize, not to make Lifestealer good, but to be a Luna counter. He's done that with basically his last 2 items. Scotty and Halberd are both going to do this well.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Pressure being placed over on the bottom tower.
Is under attack.
And again, Secret just playing in the top area. But this bottom tower is going to go down.
Radiant's bottom tower.
And the blink is picked up now for 9. So he's already had some very nice initiations, and these initiations are only going to get better.
They're controlling the side of the map really well so far, and it just gets a little bit scarier, I think, for Secret as time goes on, because this Enigma 4 is completely paid off. Snake King is 2-0 and 11 right now. His net worth is 4th highest in the game. He's got more net worth than the enemy mid and the enemy offlane. It's insane. He's got BKB coming too. Once BKB comes, the only thing that's interrupting his ulti, Walrus Punch, which isn't going to work, or Reaper side.
Yeah, not super great here. As 9 just following over here. They have the dust. They should be able to clean up on Yapsor. And there's a BKB. Oh my goodness.
Yep, there it is.
Yep.
He's in such a good position. No greed at all. wall, helping to push towers to Lifestealers, just slapping buildings, doesn't care about any of this damage. Just got utter survivability with this itemization. A little bit less damage, but as the Luna counter or the Necrophos counter, it's a perfect build.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
I don't know how they approach this now. I almost would have liked to have seen, you know, something else in terms of initiation coming out from the side of Secret, because Nisha, you know, we saw in the past, you know, he jumps forward, but they're just so fast with their fingers on getting that rage off.
I think Nisha got spotted. No, he did not.
Take down all the trees in the hunt to find him, but he's already out. And we do.
Nine had Dream Coil. That was a kill.
We do have the BKB now on Matu, and I think that's a good choice here. They do manage to get the kill on Fox Courier as well, so a little silver lining here.
So he went back. Skeeter might. Oh, never mind. Yeah, they went back for the BKB for safety. Probably just by far the safer thing to do. And he's going all right-click talents as well. So this is like traditional Luna that we're seeing. Getting a lot of D awards here. They find toss.
Yapster has been the one that's consistently been found. Good blink away though. Still think this is not looking great from the shards coming to play, but 9 is here with the Lifestealer. In fact, don't even bother to go and pop it out. So he just continues to hunt around the area, go over to the enemy triangle, hoping to find some stragglers, but no one's home.
Pick up for Luna though. He finds the Paladin sword, and in a battle of staying alive here, extra lifesteal is going to be great. It gives you 8% spell lifesteal as well, so when he glimpses, he's going to get some heal from those every time.
Oh, 9 though, immediately finding Matu. Skater just chonking away over here, does have the rage. He's going to turn his attention though around. Doesn't know how many other people are there. They're a little bit far away from the rest of the Tundra, so they'll back off.
It's kind of funny that in that circumstance, he's like, do I waste BKB or Eclipse to protect myself? He's like, Eclipse.
Yeah.
Eclipse sucks. Didn't care, even though it's a far longer cooldown. I mean, BKB timings are massive. If he's got his BKB going when he's Midnight Pulse or something, that is way less damage that you end up taking.
Greaves are finished now for Zai, so that's going to give them a little bit more survivability during these fights. And again, that seems the name of the game is really trying to keep this Luna alive at all costs.
And they're just relocating to enemy Ancients because they know that their opponents are not going to be here. So this is the best way for them to get net worth. And they pick up some big neutrals. That's the other cool thing that they got out of this.
Oh dear.
Coastal Flames and an Elven Tunic now. He's not going to probably use Elven Tunic. Another kill.
Yeah, just it feels like Yapster's just been playing up on the side of the jungle quite a bit here. It's the orb. Are they going to be able to scout out Zai? Oh, they have a haster and they're looking, but go the opposite way with the scan. 9 still hunting. Zai just trying to buy himself some more time over here in the tree line. Does have a teleport if he wants to just leave. Gonna wait patiently though for now. Oh, he's gonna show up. Oh, this is looking a little bit suspect, but Nisha and Matu are here. Have they baited them? Can they turn this back around? It's a nice Dream Coil again. Over onto 3. Snake King waiting for the moment. We'll jump in with the black hole over onto 3. The BKB2. It just does not matter. Look at this damage again. Those creeps coming in handy. Buy them just a little bit more time. Matu turning around, trying to put all this damage out over here onto Skeeter. Zai ticking down underneath all this. The slick comes out. The scythe gets dropped as well. So Zai goes down. 9 also gets scythed. And now Nisha, Ice Path coming out from Fata. They're going to hold them in place and just circling right around this Tiny. And he can't hope to do too much here. His king just walks right back in again. Do they have anything to cancel out this TP? Yes, they do. They have enough damage to kill him. So the TP does not even matter.
Really close there, but great team fight up. Huge amount of damage. Basically, Snake King just padding those damage stats for the end of the game without actually doing that much because it feels offset all of that DPS he put out. Popped everything, got the Essence Ring off. There was the Greaves from the Necro that basically healed Luna for a huge amount, but at that point the BKB ran out, and then they just picked him off with regular disables. So Luna not looking strong enough here for the ultimate absolute right-click carry. And part of the reason people don't pick her that much. Because Secret wasn't able to get ahead, they weren't able to abuse this like timing window thing that they wanted to with Luna. So she just feels like a normal carry.
Oh dear, the tether breaking as they turn around. They do force out the BKB here on Snake King, but 33 joining on in. Already blinking away. Puppy is going to just be able to tether right back over here with the blink again coming out from Snake King. Malphus uses that Essence Ring to get a little bit more health, and it looks like Tundra, they're going to back off now. It's a bit of a chase.
They're scared for rotations from Tiny, especially showing up to this engagement, so they're a lot safer. Secret plays on the map a little bit. They're going to get found by the smoke, I think, but they're going to get spotted.
Oh, they've got their eyes on Matu yet again, and there's just so much magic damage all over the floor. Matu trying to buy it as long as he can. The heal coming out from the IO, but eventually he does go down. They'll find the kill on the Opser as well. Zai trying to man fight over here with Fata with all of these Brewlings, and it's just not looking like it's gonna be enough, as now 9 hunting Puppy in the tree line doesn't have anything to cancel it out, so he is going to make it out alive as Nisha trying to just blink away, trying to find a place to hide so he can teleport out, but snaking hot on his heels here, still looking. They'll just throw down some of those Eidolons. Doesn't look like they'll be able to find Nisha in time, so he'll be able to teleport away.
The Ice Path just set them up so well. 19 assists now on Fata, 2-4, 19, excellent stats. Ice Path plus the Malefic's Fall, and also Luna's at 40% HP. I thought she was going to be relatively okay, but the damage she took was insane with just the Midnight Pulse and the other stuff. So, and now there's an MKB picked up on Lifestealers, so the Butterflies again countered. He's just itemizing because they're ahead. He can just be really safe with his item build. And it just makes Luna look like the only person on the team that can do damage. The Secret has just missed their timing. Did not set the tempo with Tiny. That didn't allow them to pressure Roche and take towers. Here comes that engagement again. Those Tiny blinking away so he can't counter-initiate. There's the follow-up disables, the Malefice, 40% HP before she even started this engagement. And unfortunately, Necro was the less than they weren't able to get the Greaves off to get the big heal that they needed. And as a result, no way for Matoma Man to survive that fight.
It's just looking more and more difficult for this Luna to get anything done this game. The way that Tundra is moving, it has just been so spot on. And these pickoffs have been excellent.
And that was second Roche. They gave the shard to Enigma, one of the best shards. At least when it first came out, I thought it was amazing. Then nobody bothered anymore. But we got it this game. We're going to see some true black hole action, possibly pulling in Necro up and goes.
Oh my gosh, they just immediately rip them. Oh god. They just ripped them apart.
They really did. They prepped for that one. I think that was Puck waiting, lying in wait, that TPing to the tower or something like that with a Lifestealer, and they end up punishing that relocate.
Look at this 33 just running very forward here. Snaking, gonna go and just put a little pressure over on Tanisha. Immediately Greaves coming out from Zai. But there is no Luna here for about 28 seconds still. It's just so scary to try to move forward into this lineup here from Tundra.
With Liquid Fire minus attack speed that Fata got. Don't even feel like anything against tier 2, tier 3. So every hero on the tower going for racks now. 13 seconds until they can really go in. Trying to get some damage in. Doesn't want Nisha to blink in.
Yeah, but they cancel it out. They're just chewing through Nisha. He doesn't look like he's tanky at all the way that they just attack him. Turn their attention right back now onto the buildings. Not much that Zai can do to hope to take them away as they go right down to the bottom area now.
Got another kill, so now they've got more time.
They do. Blink forward here. They see Matu. They'd like to get this kill. Io, though, will tether up. I don't know how you get in there. It's very, very scary.
Wants to take the alpha if he can, but it's difficult.
It's very difficult, and they have to be so careful they don't group up as the N-Fast Bomb comes out immediately. They have the BKB over here on the Luna. He's going to try to turn back around, try to get as much damage with this. As Fata tanking a lot of damage, but Matu, he doesn't. He fought with a beautiful black hole over on this back line. Go right in again. Zai gets the sides off, finally manages to take down Fata, but over on the back line too, these Brewlings are just battering off over here. Snaking does fall, and then Yapsor next. They're just kiting him. Zai is already trying to get back. He just falls again. All the buybacks coming out right now. They want to fight. They want to just make sure that they can take down Matu, and by God they can. They're chasing Puppy all the way back to the fountain, and Secret just calls it. They realize that they missed those timings, and Tundra just looks too strong as Peter goes right into the well.
Amazing game for Tundra. I'm really impressed with how they played this one. And just everything felt perfect. They did not let time